呪術廻戦
All right, let's read chapter 149 of Jujutsu Kaisen. The title here, Ashio Fukumu ni. So this is part 2. Ashio Fukumu, watch the VOD from last time. Basically, bringing a reed in the mouth means being prepared, that sort of thing. So this is part 2. The previous chapter ended with Maki getting knocked out by her father. And so let's just go from there. Toshi no ori. Toshi no ori. Ma'ai o chijimeta to handan shi fukaku fumikonda na. Okay, so the blade itself breaking the blade itself and making the decision of shortening the distance. Yeah, the interval or distance. Stepped in deeply, or stepped deeply, didn't you? So this is her father making the comment. This is how the previous chapter ended. She thought she had broken his blade, and then she got in close to him, and apparently his blade wasn't broken, and she got hit. So he's recapping that again, like, you stepped in close, making the judgment that closing the distance upon breaking the blade. Zuru. The Zuru sound is going to be the sound of him dragging Mai and Maki. Zuru. Dakara omae wa dame nano da. And that's why, as for you, you are no good. That's why you're no good. And again, that's what he had said at the end, that his children were worthless. Watashi wa kenshi de wa nai. Okay, this appears to be maybe like Maki's former words, I guess. Watashi wa kenshi de wa nai. As for me, a swordsman am not. So I'm not a swordsman. Jutsushi da. I'm a sorcerer. Zuru zuru. Dekisoko nai no monosashi de watashi o hakaro nado. Is that? Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. As for me, not a swordsman, sorcerer. The Dekisokonai is a failure again, a good for nothing, a washout. Monosashi de. Monosashi? Yeah, ruling or measuring. So with the ruling or ruler or measurement, ruler in the sense of like something that measures. So with the measurement of like being worthless, hakaro mi. What? Na do. Measuring me with the measurement of worthlessness. Oh, okay. I guess maybe like trying to measure me and things like that with the measurement of worthlessness. Shoshi senban. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's going on here. Because it looks like they're talking. Like these speech bubbles aren't coming to him. But they look like they're knocked out. Is she actually conscious? Okay, well, you figure out who you think is saying what. Shoshi is like to stop laughing. Which is Help if I had it on the right thing. Laughable, absurd, ridiculous, pitiful. And senban is kind of the exceedingly. Okay. So again, as for me, I'm not a swordsman. I'm a sorcerer. Trying to measure me and doing things like that, trying to measure me with a ruler of worthlessness, that's absurd exceedingly. Okay. Nando demo iuzo. This is him talking again. So presumably all that last stuff was mai or maki. Probably maki. How many times will say, or even how many times I will say, Watashi ga zentōshū ni erabare nakatta no wa omae tachi no sei da. Me, as the former head of the family, not being selected. So as for that, it's your guys' fault. It's your all's fault that I wasn't selected as the previous head of family. Ani no jūshiki wa rekishi ga asaku. Okay. As for Big Brother's technique, history is shallow. So there's not a lot of history with Big Brother's technique. Souden de aru ka inaka wa sokomade souten de wa nakatta. With that, Souden. Get ready. This is going to be over an hour chapter, I'm pretty sure. Souden. Inheritance, right? Inheritance existing or not existing. As for that, to that point, a point of contention it wasn't. Souten, like a battle point. Yeah, a point at issue. So, again, as for Big Brother's technique, meaning his curse technique, the history was shallow. There wasn't a lot of history on it. So as for it being an inheritance or not, to that point, it wasn't a point of issue. That wasn't the main point. That wasn't the problem. Jutsushi to shite, tare hitotsu wo nozoite, ani ni okure o totta koto wa nai. As a sorcerer, just one thing excluding, to Big Brother, like being late, as for that event not existing. Ni osore o totu, like taking lateness. Oh, okure. To fall behind. To fall behind Big Brother. So like excluding one thing, as for the event of falling behind my big brother, it does not exist. So basically he's saying, I was up to par with my big brother, except for one thing. Yuiitsu. And uniquely or solely, kodomo no deki no mi, the ability of the children. So I guess that was his big brother's kid is Naoya, and his children are Mai and Maki. Ko ga oya no ashi o hiku nado atte wa naranai. Children, the parents' legs pulling and things like that, as for that existing, will not become. So this is maybe this is an expression. It's like children shouldn't pull the legs of their parents. And if I had to guess, that means like dragging them down. Ashi ohiku. Yeah, we see ashi o hipparu, which is close, is holding back others from achieving success, standing in the way of doing sabotage. So it's got that kind of meaning. Basically, children shouldn't hold back their parents. It shouldn't stop them from achieving success. Okay, so she is awake. I guess it's actually Mai. Mai is awake. So that was her, likely her talking. Shiranai no? Not knowing. Don't you know? Kono kuni de wa ashi o hippari, there it is, hippari ai ga hitoko nano yo. As for in this country, I guess like standing in the way of success is bitoku, which is like, oh, how to take bitoku? Like, not like a specialty, a virtue, a beautiful virtue. As for in this country, it's a beautiful virtue to like hold each other back. The ai here means mutually. And again, we already saw ashio hipparu, hippari meaning getting in a way. So that is this country's beautiful virtue, holding each other back. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, that's them. He's throwing them down these steps. Presumably this is the Kiko, the magic warehouse or whatever. Koko wa kunren to choubatsu ni tsukawareru heya da. As for this place, training and punishment? Choubatsu? Yeah, discipline, punishment, used room it is. So as for this place, it's a room that was used or is used for training and punishment or discipline. Nikyu ika no jurei o musu ni katteiru. Second level and lower cursed spirits without number raising. So katteru here means to keep like pets or animals, raising pets or animals without number, cursed spirits of level 2 and lower. Huh. Okay, so there's all these statements coming from the shadows here. Presumably this is all the cursed spirits he's talking about. What are they saying? Tate ni shiborun yo. Tate ni shiborun yo. Shiboru is to squeeze or to wring out, and tate means maybe vertically? Hi, genki desu. Yes, I'm well. Takai, tall. Koe ga chisai yo. Voice is small, you know? I mean, that usually means like, I can't hear you. Kippu o kodomo no. Like, this is like a children's ticket? Kippu? A children's ticket. Nani sono ko? Who or what is that kid? So it's a mixture. We've seen the spirits. They'll sometimes just say strange phrases or whatever. So it's a mixture of people seeming to talk, or spirits talking about the situation, and then other random like Raishu ha? Oh, Raishu wa? Next week? Raishu? Akaten datte? Akaten. Oh, red mark. Red mark. So some sort of like getting a question wrong. A red mark. Papa inai yo. Oh, baba wa inai. Mom's not here. Ask for mom, grandma. Wait, baba? The old woman. Yeah. As for the old woman, oh no, papa. That's a papa. Papa wa inai. So papa not existing. Dad's not here. Osore irimasu. Osore irimasu. Oh, that's like, I'm sorry. Beg pardon. Gochumon o kurikaeshi. Order, gochumon, will repeat. PPTTT. Okay, well, there we go. This is, I guess, the spirits. 今は私に怯えているが、じきお前たちを食いに這い出てくる。Hey, Mundu, how's it going? じきお前たちを食いに這い出てくる。Okay, so as for now, by me are being afraid. So as for now, they're being scared of me. Obiete. So they're being afraid of me right now. Soon, you all, meaning Mai and Maki, will slither out and eat. Haidete is to crawl out. Yeah, they're just crawl out or creep. So they're going to soon crawl out to eat, meaning you. Yeah, well, there it is. Omae tachio. Okay, that's the father here. ... Tenyo jupaku. Physical gifted. Oh, the jubaku. Tenyo jubaku physical gifted. So this is that heaven cursed restriction or cursed binding, physically gifted. So he's just starting to talk here, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. それがなんだ? That's what? So what is that? Meaning the physically gifted. 我々術師は日々鍛錬した肉体をさらに重力で強化して戦う. As for we sorcerers, like daily did training, tanaren, tempering, forging, yes, of the physical body, and already through cursed energy, strengthening, hardening, are doing a battle. Okay, so as for we sorcerers, we fight doing strengthening, using cursed energy, and all the more, using all the more cursed energy, and I guess strengthening the physical body, having done daily training. Maki, omae no chikara nado, minna tenukari naku motte iru no da. So Maki, your strength and things like that, or your power and things like that, all of it, or everyone, are holding tenukari naku. Oversight? Without oversight, without omission. Oh, okay. Your strength, your abilities, your power, everyone has, like, without a mistake or without oversight, meaning like everyone's got that. Everyone's got what you've got. You've got nothing special is what he's saying. Saraba. Farewell. That's an old form of sayonara or sara. Anyway. Waga jinsei no otten. Otten is like a blot, a smudge, a stain. And me, like life's stain. Yeah. This is sort of like farewell, stain of my life. Waga jinsei no otten. Well, there we go. So presumably that's Mai. She apparently seems to be kind of mobile. Ue omite. Look up. Kando shishishita. Kando. Kando is like emotionally moved. Yeah, deeply moved did. I was deeply moved. Koshinda. It's koshin. Koshin can mean about 1 billion things. Renewal, update. It's a march, a parade, telecommunications, rising, filial devotion. That's actually probably more appropriate here. Filial devotion. Whatever. Piro, 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 piro. That's, I think, just cheep, 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 or some sort of sound going on. Kochi minai de. Don't look this way. Gatabon? Gatabon? I think that's also just a sound. Goji ni wa hayari nasai. Return at 5 o'clock. Kimecha, kimecha. I guess, kimete, like decided? No, samet, oh, samecha, samecha, samechatta. It got cold? Made cold? Made cold? All right. Yeah, so Maki is toku, toku, which is kind of like badump. Oh, she's feeling for a heartbeat. So, sasuga shibui toi wa ne. As expected, stubborn, aren't you? Meaning she feels a heartbeat, so she knows she's still alive. Itsuka, someday, so naru n janai ka te omotte ta. Someday, this way will become, won't it? That way, thought. So I thought this would happen someday. Oh, she's leaning in. Remember, they're twins, which was the whole point of the previous chapter, showing twins in the womb. Oops. Sayaku. Sayaku is like, it's the worst, the most bad, the most evil. So I thought this would happen someday. This is the worst. Okay, there's some sort of transition going on here. There's my zan, za, za. That's the sound of the waves. She's apparently on a beach. Okay, not clear what's going on, but let's just go. Watashi no jutsu shiki mo daitai wakatteru desho? My technique already generally understanding, probably. So you already generally know about my technique. Demo, oki mono toka fukuzatsu na mono wa tsukurenai no yo. However, big things and things like that, and complicated things, so as for big and complicated things, not able to make, you know? Ano hito ni kirareta kizu mo aru shi. By that person, meaning her father, by that person, being cut, wounds also exist. So I'm also wounded, cut, sliced by that guy. Kore tsukuttara watashi shinu kara. This thing, when or if make, I will die. Because I'm going to die when or if I make this thing. Kore. Ja ne, ato wa hitori de gambannasai. Well then, you know, as for the rest, alone, do your best. So for what comes next, or for the remainder, alone, do your best. Zabu, zabu. Oi, Mai. Hey, Mai, matte, wait. Nani itten da? What are you doing? What are you doing? Tonikaku modotte koi. In any case, return, come back. Come back. Watashi, zuibun mae kara wakatte ta no yo. Me, very much earlier, from earlier, knew. I knew a long time ago. I very much earlier knew, you know. Nande Jujutsu shi ni totte futago ga kyochou ka? That, so I knew from a long time ago why about sorcerers twins are kyochou, like an ill omen. Yeah, this is like a bad omen, kyochou. Yeah, an evil omen. All right, so yeah, I knew from a long time ago why twins are a bad omen as sorcerers. Nanika o eru ni wa nanika o sashidasaneba naranai. As for receiving something, must give up something. This is a double negative. Sashidasu is to present, offer, tender, hold out. So basically, to get something, you must give up something. これは縛りだけの話じゃないわ. And as for this, a binding, just that talking about it isn't. So I'm not just talking about a binding. 痛い目見て強くなるのだって理屈は同じ. 痛い目, a painful eye is suffering. 痛い目. Yeah, painful experience. So having a painful experience, seeing a painful experience, seeing pain with the eyes, becoming stronger, talking about that sort of a thing. As for Rikusu, that theory, it's the same. Okay, so she's saying this whole thing, you have to give up something in order to get something. It's the same theory as painful experiences make you stronger. That was the starting picture at the beginning of the last chapter. そういう利害がいちいち成立しないのよ。私たちの場合ね。That's sort of a rigai. That's sort of advantage or disadvantage. That's sort of advantage and disadvantage, or that sort of pro and con. Individually, or for each seiritsu, coming into existence, arrangement, not doing, in the case of twins. Okay, so I guess like that's sort of plus or minus, tit for tat, give take. That sort of bonus damage. In the case of twins, it doesn't come into existence. Datte, because Ichiran Seiso Seiji wa Jujutsu de wa doitsu jinbutsu toshite minasareru kara. Wakaru? Okay, so the rule doesn't apply in the case of twins, this thing, because one egg okay, how to take this? Ichiran seiso. Seiso seiji. Okay, seiji, which unfortunately sounds like sausage, is twins, and ichiran sei is just like one egg, which identical twins. Okay, that's all one. So one egg, like twins, meaning identical twins. So as for identical twins, ichiran sei so seiji. As for being sorcerers, doitsu jinbutsu. the same person, the very same person as that minasareru, to be considered. Okay. So none of this applies because for twins, identical twins, as sorcerers, they're treated as one person. They're treated as the same person. Do you understand? Or I'm sorry, as for with cursed techniques, they're treated as the same person. Okay, so that they are in essence like they're two people who are one sorcerer, which is why why Maki doesn't have cursed, can't see things, doesn't have a cursed technique, because Maya's got those. Anyway. Anta wa watashi de, watashi wa anta nano. So, as for you being me, so as for you being me, and as for me being you. So I am you, you are me. Anta ga chi hedo haite. What is chi hedo? Bloody vomit. Okay. あんたが血へど吐いて努力して強くなりたいって願ったって意味ないのよ. Wow. Harsh. Okay, so you basically spitting up blood and doing great effort and wanting to become stronger and wishing that, talking about that, meaning doesn't exist. So for you, there was no meaning in you wishing to want to become stronger and doing great effort to the point of vomiting up blood. Imi nai no yo. No meaning. Watashi wa tsuyoku nante naritaku nai kara. As for me, strength or whatever, not wanting to become, that's why. Because I didn't want to become stronger. Or I don't want to become stronger. Naritaku nai. Interesting. So kind of this idea that I guess she could try all she want, but because Mai didn't care, she couldn't really become stronger. Anta ga jutsu shiki motte nakutatte, you not holding cursed technique, or not holding a technique, talking about that. So talking about you not having a technique. Watashi ga motte cha imi nai no yo. And me holding, me having, meaning doesn't exist. So there's no meaning in me having it and you not having it. Watashi ga iru kagiri, me existing in that limit. As long as I'm alive, Maki, anta wa issho hanba mono nano. So as long as I'm alive, Maki, as for you, entire life, it's a fragment. You are a hanpa mono. Hanpa mono is, again, incomplete, a fragment. So I think we can see where this is going. Wakatta kara. So this is Maki. Because understood. Like she's saying, I got it. I understand. Zap. Zabum. Splash, splash. Modore yo. Come back. Kore dake wa oite ku wa. As for just this thing, we'll leave. I'll leave just this thing. Hoka wa sute nasai. As for the rest, throw away. So I'll leave on purpose, or I'll leave behind this one thing, just this thing, throw away the rest. Push. So she's grabbing her wrist. Juryoku mo nanimo ka mo watashi ga motte itte ageru kara. Okay. even cursed energy, or also cursed energy, and everything. And everything, I'm the one that will do the favor of holding. So because I'm the one that will do the favor of holding everything, even cursed energy. Okay, this is Maki talking. Because I'm the one, so she knows what's going to happen here. Because I'm the one that's going to hold everything, even cursed energy. Hitotsu dake yakusoku shite. Just one thing, do promise. So promise me just one thing. Okay, so she took whatever was in the hand. Zenbu kowashite. Destroy everything. Is there some meaning in this? That's the read. That's from the title of the chapter. Remember, the title of the chapter is "Bring a reed in the mouth," which again is that phrase, that saying. Watch the previous chapter. It's at the very beginning of the previous VOD. So it's the reed. It is the ashi. All right. Zenbu dakara ne. Because it's everything. I guess, like, so now we're getting a flashback to when they're young. She's saying Zenbu. Zenbu kowashite. Destroy everything. Everything. Okay? Onee-chan, big sis. Oh, there they are. There's some sort of thing going on here. Okite. Wake up. That's Maki talking. Okite. Wake up. All right, the cursed spirits are coming in. Piri. Okay, so he senses something. Zap. Like something coming out. Wind, pressure. Jurei no shoumetsu hano. Nanda. Okay, so the cursed spirits annihilation response, or like signal. What is it? Or like, oh, okay. This is an annihilation response or signal of the cursed spirits, meaning this means all those cursed spirits were destroyed. Hanno we normally see as like life signal, life response. And it's usually like ningen hanno or something like that. And so that's what I think this is supposed to mean. So what is this? What happened? Karara ga oboeteru. Body remembering. The body remembers. The body's remembering. Wasureru yo tsutometa ano kyofu. I guess like endeavored to try to forget that fear. Body remembers, endeavored to try to forget that fear. I guess that's like, I tried to forget that fear, but the body remembers. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's Maki, and we get this like glimpse of Toji. Maybe that's the remembering the fear. Okay. Okay, Okay, this is the dad. I think he's doing something. Okay, yeah, he's doing some technique here. Jutsu Shiki Kaiho, technique release. Shobi? Shobi no Kyu. Yeah. This is like burning something. I'm not sure. Let's see what this is. Shobi. Oops. Emergency? Urgent? Shobi. No Kyu. Oh, interesting. Okay. Shobi no Kyu. This is some sort of like urgent need. What is Kore? Okay, so that's an archaic form of no. And let's look up Q here. Okay, this is like strong and brave. So this is like urgent emergency courage. Okay. He's powering up. いいだろう。今一度この手で骨の髄まで焼き尽くしてくれる. Okay, so this is good, right? Good, right? Right now, one time with this hand until the blank of the bones. Hone no zui? The core, the marrow of the bone. So to the marrow of the bones, to the core, will do the favor of burning and exhausting. Meaning, I'll burn you up to the core. I'll burn you away completely. Okay, presumably bo is typically the sound of like flames bursting. So presumably this is all fire. Wow. Wow. Check that out. So this is him screaming, Koi! Deki sokonai! So come worthless. Come you good for nothing, which is what he was calling his children. She's doing this. And his skull is doing that. And we get this nice scenic with the geese. There she has just passed him in wonderful fashion. Mai hajimeru yo. My, like it's beginning. Or will begin, will start. Docha. The docha here is either his body hitting the ground or her potentially sheathing her sword. There's I think she's anyway. There we go. Wow. So we didn't quite get an explanation on what Mai's technique was, right? And I don't remember what it was, if they ever really revealed it from a long time ago. But anyway, she used whatever she had to save Maki's life and gave her everything. Wow. Well, there we go. That's the end of chapter 149. That was quite the thing. Now, in Kill Bill fashion, that's just the beginning. Hajimeru yo. She needs to destroy everything. Well, there you go. Here's some stuff. Read away. I'm sure it's fascinating. That was it for 149. Next time, we will have 150, and this is going to be part 3. So we'll pick up with that. We'll take a better look at that next time.